Hello everyone, welcome back. This is my third video on the chapter Chemical Reactions and Equations. Today I am going to take up types of chemical reactions, in which basically in this particular video I will be explaining you the difference between combination reaction and decomposition. That means a comparative study between combination and decomposition. And rest of the three, displacement, double displacement, redox, I will be taking in later videos. So to start with, how many types of reactions do we have? We have 5 types of reaction in our course for 10 standard. Combination reaction, decomposition reaction, displacement reaction and double displacement reaction. Finally, redox, that is reduction oxidation reactions. To start with, combination reaction. In a combination reaction, there can be number of reactants. 1, 2, 3, any number of reactants can be there. But the product which will be formed will only be one. They all will combine to form one product. So the general equation is A plus B gives AB. Now this can be A plus B plus C giving ABC also. So number of reactants can be more than one, but they will form one single product. So what is the definition? When two or more substances, which can be either elements or compounds, combine to form a single product, the reaction is called to be as combination reaction. For example, when carbon burns in presence of oxygen, carbon solid burning in presence of oxygen gas gives carbon dioxide gas. Two elements are combining to form one compound, one molecule, one product. 2H2 plus O2 gives 2H2O. That means hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water. CaO plus H2O gives CaOH whole twice plus heat. Heat is released in this reaction. Now this reaction is given in your textbook as an activity. What happens when quicklime or calcium oxide reacts with water? It forms slaked lime. Reaction of calcium oxide is very vigorous with water to produce slaked lime, and a large amount of energy is released. In any reaction, when the energy is released, that type of reaction is called as exothermic reaction. The reaction where energy is released along with the product formation are exothermic reactions. Now, if I take more examples of exothermic reactions, when methane gas, CH4, methane gas burns in presence of oxygen, this reaction is also called as combustion reaction. It gives carbon dioxide, water, and large amount of heat is released. This symbol of triangle is the symbol of heat in the reactions. Now, do you know respiration is an exothermic reaction? Why? Because energy is released in this process. Heat energy or the energy for work is released in this process. Glucose combines with oxygen present in our cells to form carbon dioxide, water and energy. That is why respiration is an exothermic reaction. Very important question from both point of view. Now, combination reaction over, we are moving to decomposition reaction. Now, I will give you comparative study also. In decomposition reaction, only one reactant. This one reactant will give more than one product. See, in combination, number of reactant was more, one product was formed. In decomposition, reactant is one, more than one product is formed. So here in decomposition, the general equation will be AB giving A plus B. What is the definition? A type of reaction in which under suitable conditions, always keep this in mind, under suitable conditions, one single compound splits into multiple simpler substances is known as decomposition reaction. Now, why am I saying suitable conditions? Because nothing will decompose on its own like that. If you keep FeSO4 in the lab in a bottle, it will not decompose on its own. You need to provide some energy. There are some materials which decompose, but not all. For example, FeSO4, if you heat, it will change to Fe2O3 plus SO2 plus SO3. Now, these three equations are very, very important from the examination point of view. In every exam, surely you will get one question based on these three equations. So what is the color of FeSO4? It is greenish in color or light green in color. When you heat it, it changes to white Fe2O3 and you will see pungent smell, pungent brown fumes you can see. Pungent smell you can take and brown fumes you can see of SO2 and SO3 gas which is released in this reaction. Now lead nitrate, which is colorless, when you heat it, it changed to lead oxide PbO, which is again reddish yellow in color, along with the fumes, brown fumes of NO2 and oxygen gas along with it is released. If we take calcium carbonate, it requires energy or heat to change to calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Now, calcium carbonate requires heat to break down into calcium oxide and calcium carbonate. See, over here when we change calcium oxide to slaked lime, energy was released. See, CaO plus H2O gives CaOH whole twice plus heat. Here, when you change quicklime to slaked lime, energy is released. When you change calcium carbonate to quicklime, energy is required. So those reactions where heat energy is required to form product are endothermic reactions. Heat energy is required. Heat energy is coming in. That is why it is called as endothermic reactions. Fine. Now, let us understand the three different types of decomposition reaction. As I told you, things will not normally decompose into the different components. You need to provide them some type of stimulus. It can be in form of thermal energy or electrical energy or photo energy. Then one compound will change into another. So this thermal decomposition, already we have seen three examples. 2FeSO4 when heated gives Fe2O3 plus SO2 plus SO3. Then CaCO3 when heated it was giving CaO plus CO2. And then lead nitrate when it was heated it is giving lead oxide, NO2 and O2. Now when the decomposition reaction is carried out by heating, it is called as thermal decomposition. Now what is electrolytic decomposition? Just first see this setup. This is a mug. In this mug we have taken water and two graphite rods over here. See, in this test tube there are two test tubes. Inside these two test tubes these are two graphite rods. In place of these two graphite rods you can use this simple pencil lead also. This is graphite, so you can use this pencil lead also. Now this is connected to the switch and to a 6-volt battery. One side cathode and another side anode. Now when you complete the circuit, when you switch it on, what happens? The water molecules, it gets dissociated. H2O gets dissociated into H2 and O2. Water gets collected at the cathode and oxygen gets collected at the anode. Amount of H2 or hydrogen is double than that of oxygen. Why? Because in water molecule amount of hydrogen is 2 and the number of oxygen is 1. So the amount of hydrogen collected at cathode is double than the amount of oxygen collected at anode. What is the definition of electrolytic decomposition? A process in which a chemical change is brought about by passing an electric current through the solution of electrolytes to move the ions towards cathode and anode is called as electrolytic refining. Now when you do this setup, in case you are not able to see the hydrogen and oxygen bubbles at anode and cathode, simply put one pinch of salt in that. And as you put salt in that, it will become an electrolytic solution. Then you will see the reaction will take place very fast. Third type of decomposition reaction is photo decomposition. Wherever photo word is used, just remember it is related to light. So AgCl, what is AgCl? Silver chloride. What is its color? White color. Silver chloride, if it is exposed to sunlight, it gives 2Ag plus Cl. Now this silver chloride is white in color, whereas silver is gray in color. See, you must have seen I have written something over here, H nu. This is the symbol of photon. Light is measured in photon. So if you don't want to write sunlight, you can write H nu. It is like distorted V, H nu. Same thing happens with silver bromide also. Silver bromide, if you expose it to sunlight, it will give 2Ag plus Br2. Silver chloride is white in color, whereas Ag is gray in color. Now, where is these two reactions used, or what is the use of these two reactions? These are used in black and white photography. What is the definition of photo decomposition? A reaction in which the compounds break when a light of suitable wavelength, H nu, I have given the wavelength, suitable wavelength falls over it is called a photo decomposition reaction. A reaction in which the compound breaks when the light of suitable wavelength falls over it is called a photo decomposition reaction. So with this, I have come to the end of explanation of combination and decomposition reaction. Next video, I will be telling you about the reactivity series, and after reactivity series, I will tell you displacement and double displacement reaction. Till then, goodbye.